So, Mr. Tyler Hart, what are you thinking?
I think it's chilly this morning, but I think we're gonna catch them.
How are we on?
We're on them.
We're on them. All right, guys, so we're out here today on the Green River. Of course, we have Tyler. You guys know Tyler. And we're out here with Alex Cochran of Ozark Rods. And Alex has a crappie guide service. And Alex has been kind enough to bring us out today to try to show us the trick of the trade. So, Alex.
Absolutely, guys. So we're out here on Green River. I got here mainly Cochran crappie trotters. We got all around central Kentucky. Day in, day out, this is where we're going to be. If you've never been, Green River's phenomenal fishery, numbers and size. And it's a consistent fishery year-round. Today we're using the 17-foot machine by Ozark Rods. Big, long rod, and the reason being, these fish are pretty spookish. We're going to get out here in front of the boat. And let's see if we can get one on the string for you. So what you got here, you've got a transducer on the end of this trolling motor. And as you can see, wherever the trolling motor turns, that transducer turns with it. We drop it in the water, and that brings us to this screen. Is your glare all right? Okay, so you know, right here is the 0 foot mark. That's your trolling motor. That's how far we're looking out. That's how far down. That line there is your bottom. It's funny on these Garmin's, a lot of time, you know, you got a depth display up here and it's wrong all the time. I actually turned mine off because that number's about that big and it puts all this stuff down here. You get rid of that number because it ain't gonna be right anyway. And good. So we're gonna grab our Ozark machine. Comes in a 13, 15, and 17. I use the 17 day in, day out. It is a little heavy, but find me a rod that's 17 foot long that isn't heavy. But it looks like from here right now, there's one right there, these fish are going to be laid on the bottom. And they're going to be very lethargic. So the key today, the first key is actually we need our minnow cooler done free so we can get in there and get them, because I'm anticipating these fish being extremely lethargic today. We're gonna drop down there. Look at it. That's actually not a bad fish. Funny. Well, it's a tiny fish. But if you don't catch a little one like this, they can't get bigger as the day goes on. So
I believe that was the fastest I've ever seen someone catch one.
well,
but there's a difference between knowing what you're doing and not knowing.
This one here looks like a little better fish. Look how tight they're laid in on that bottom.
So if you don't mind, point right there where you're talking about.
See that fish right there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop down, and I'll tell you that if we're gonna have to fish the bottom today and fish these fish laid on the bottom, we'll end up dropping on a lot of stuff that's not a crappie. Like this one here, I'm not so sure how much of a crappie it is. It's pretty long, and crappie will actually normally won't run on the bottom like that. If he goes to swim, he'll actually pick himself up and come up off the bottom. But we'll try him. He looks a little long and skinny. Yeah, everything's out here laid on the bottom. So, yeah, it's trash fish. Okay, it's gonna be a crawl today. Everything's gonna be laid down on this bottom. You can see there, that bottom is just teeming with life, and what it is it's so cold, everything's laid down in the mud. Usually we're up here catching suspended fish, you know, fish up off the bottom, roaming around, but these cold conditions, these fish are gonna be laid down on this bottom, and it's gonna take some sharp eyes and some patience to pick our crappie out and all of that. Look up here to see. And see how that fish is up? He's gonna bite. I'll tell you another one that I've noticed that's really weird, man. These fish have gotten really sensitive to noise and sound and stuff here in this cold weather, and I don't know what it is. Like, we were dropped on a big fish the other day, and some guys were duck hunting, and they shot, and that fish run forever away. I'm also keeping that rod tip in the water to keep it. All right, so we run over at pile. You see how they scattered?
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot. That's a giant.
So do you intentionally push them like that?
I occasionally will, yeah. Because, you know, your biggest fish live in open water. And the reason they do is because they don't need protection from a brush pile, you know.
Right.
Your big fish will sit in pile. That's the top of that road thing right there. Run. That ramp. But, you know, occasionally you'll catch your big fish out of piles, but I see it more as a resting spot for them, you know, than necessarily a where they want to be. These bigger fish, they tend to get out here in open water, kind of roam around. There's a really nice fish for this crappie. Do you know that I had a conversation with a biologist, and I didn't know this, that a crappie will spend 80 to 90% of his life laid on that bottom. Right, so like that fish there, so he's got a 2-foot grid, and he's taking up most of it. Suffice to say that he's pretty big. I'll run this in here to see if I can get the foot grids on him, and I'll show you. Yeah. There he is. See how that fish is almost, that's a big one.
More than a foot, or right at a foot.
Yeah, he's well over 12 inches. So, and see, okay, see how that fish is lifted?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take this bait. He's facing swimming away from us. One thing that I see people doing a whole lot when they follow these fish around is they want to get that bait down there right now. Well, you know, fish got a lateral line on them, and if you run that bait on his lateral line, he is gonna run. And it makes sense because if you think about it, if you're out jogging around like he's doing right now, and something creeps up on your back, you're gonna run. So we're gonna keep it over him. That's our jig right there. Got a little interference on the screen, and I'm not gonna get it down there to where he can see it until we get out in front of him. So we're getting out in front of him. I'll this right here. He sees it. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Golly. That is a slab, dude.
It's a start. We catch a lot of them this size out here. Like, on average, guy trip, we'll probably catch 20 or 25. That's
wow.
Size, you know, good 13-inch fish. So, there's a start. Good.
Folks, that is a genuine frying pan dandy.
That's right.
Kamikaze. Kamikaze fish.
Just another day in the office, sir.
Thanks.
Just another day in the office.
The old Whitaker bank shot right there. Isn't it like the 5th, 3rd bank shot or something?
No.
It's always, it'll always be the Whitaker bank.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's another good one there.
I'm getting out here around some stuff now. That fish is cruising around. He's wanting something big. So it's still watching. Turns. He's probably not gonna eat it. Never felt it. Another one.
Needless to say, Alex is Alex, and he can he can do it.
That fish right there can kick rocks because that minnow already caught a couple fish, and he just made me get back in this minnow cooler, and I ain't too appreciative of that. And you know, I tell you, if you notice one thing, is he sees it. He passed it up. Tell you now they're big. Here he comes again. He's curious. Watch this, how much. You know, that's one that amazes me right there. That fish right there is real big. And you notice how he's acting different? Like, how cautious he was when he come up there and looked at that jig. That's a stud, dude. That's like one you need in a tournament. So lethargic. He's not gonna bite.
You're not eat a minnow, man. It's tough to deal with. You're not eat a minnow.
I'm just trying to get one to go, just to see what we're working with here. Little white. Little whites. And you know, that's probably a 9-inch fish. That's probably a keeper. Hell, I don't, let's see here. Yeah, it's a keeper. All right, guys, so like we said, you know, we're using this 17-foot rod. And, you know, when I take people out on guide trips, I'm going to say 95% of people have never used a rod this long. I think a lot of people look at it and say, you know, what am I going to do with that thing? Well, I tell people it's like shooting a bow. It's very form and technical. So the first thing you're going to do when you use this rod is you're going to have about that much line out when you drop it. And here's the reason. I'll run this screen in here and show you. When you have this much line out on that rod and you drop it, you can see there, it's out there 10, 11 foot and it goes straight down. If you've got all this line out and you go to drop this rod, it's going to drop it 4 foot. It's going to pendulum. It's going to pendulum. And see how we have no control over that bait right now, and it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. Now we have control over it. So you want it down, not a lot of line out. You want to point the rod. Other thing, you know, obviously always above the fish. But the two main things is keep that rod down, don't have a lot of line out, and control it the entire time that you've got it in the water. I tell people it's almost like fishing a bass jig, in that you want to have contact and control of that bait at all times, because these fish are going to move left and right. You see there's a blue million of them down there. So we've got our rod down. We're going to drop it down. We're going to get it down there. It looks like a pretty good fish, so we're going to hang it right there. He sees it. He's got it up in the cooler. We need to get away from these big wads of fish. We're just going to catch a bunch of this size from these wads. Whoa, go left quite a bit. Keep going. Keep going. Whoa. Lower it down there and put it on you. Right there, Marty. Just hold it. Let's see it. All right. You took it from me.
I took it from him.
Yeah, like I said, you're doing it. Yep. All right, that's a good start. All right, pick her up there. We'll go on to the next one. Get it down. Keep going. Well, let's go pick it up a little bit. That's a... Here. Yes, stay up above. We're going to go to this one right here. Go right. Keep going. All right, good. Now, he's faced away from us. Now lower it down to him. Just lower your rod. Go right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Go right. Lower it down there. Keep lower. Hang out. Don't move. Go right just a little bit. Get on that one. That's a good fish. Go left. Coming. Go right. We're gonna stay up here above him until we get out in front of him. Now lower the shoulder. Go left. He got in the way. Take that thing off there. I'm gonna put this one. This is good. Stay above him. Go left. Oh. Now lower it. Lower it. Lower it. Lower it. Whoa. Go left. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. He's fine. All right. Keep going. There he goes to the bottom. Just hang out. Don't go down there. We want to see if he'll lift up. Tell us a lot about him. Well, go down there and get him. Go left. Keep going. Whoa. Now put it on him. Whoa. Uh-oh. Get ready. Just don't move. Up, 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 up. Right there. He got one. Jerk. You got the wrong one bit. Again. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, man, to watch it turn up in there and bite it.
Yeah. They'll go to the grease box in the sky.
Dude, that's so wild. There's just, you can't even tell.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what that is. You get this, bring it back over here. You got this heavy sinker on here.
Yeah.
Hold that line right there where I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But I think there's something with that heavy weight and that fish not being, like you say, if you had a quarter on there, when he grabs that jig, he's probably gonna move that quarter. But if you've got that ounce on there, he's not gonna move it, and it allows that line to slack up and for him to really eat it, you know.
Yeah, I fish with a lot lighter weight typically, but like I said, I struggle, getting on those fish like that.
All right, whoa. No.
Oh, I thought you had it.
He swirled on it.
Yeah.
Now he's got it.
Man, how did you tell he got it?
That's another one that's weird, dude. Since it's gotten cold, we're hooking a lot of fish in the bottom lip, and that means they're just not eating it very good.
They're biting. What are you seeing?
Coming through that bait. You know, you've got two dots down there. You got your sinker, and you've got your bait. When that fish comes through it. Now, that first time there, and I'll tell you another thing, too. When they come through it like that, they eat it pretty good. Like the reason, the first time he come through it and missed it, he come through and your bait was still there. Like, this is, when they're biting like that, it's not something that you have to be like lickety split on the bite. Like, if he comes through that bait, he's gonna hold it.
Okay.
Now, when we come over and go right, whoa, now lower it down slowly. Whoa, right there, don't move. Don't move. Got him. Oh, he ain't as big as I thought he was, too. Yeah.
That's a dandy, dude.
Yeah.
That's an absolute dandy.
I'll show you
Hold
something.
that up, Ty.
I'll show you something here after it holds it up. That, I bet you didn't know this. So, if you look at this fish right here, you can see him really good in that fin. See him black and black specks, and he's got them in his body and stuff. That's actually a parasite, is what that is. It doesn't harm the meat or anything, but every fish that has that has one thing in common, is that generally year in, year out, they live shallow. Your shallow fish have those. So what that tells you, we're out here in, I don't know, 20 foot of water in a river channel. All this cold weather's got all these fish sucked back. This fish right here, he probably lives up the creek, I'm gonna say 10 months out of the year. It's actually pretty neat because, say in the summer, you'll never catch a fish out here where we're at that has these. You go up the creek and they have them. It's something that we've actually looked at for a long time, because that tells you about that fish that, hey, that's a river fish, that's a shallow fish. So like I said, he probably spends most of his time way up in there, but he's about to go and spend his time in the grease. Got him.
Oh no.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Look at there.
Absolutely choked it.
Oh, there you go.
It's awesome. What do you think, Ty?
I'm fine, man.
Are you hooked?
And I'm telling you, like,
Hey.
they're being sluggish and hard to catch. This is gonna be hard. So we got a big one on the screen here, folks. And one of the keys, and what this long rod allows you to do, is, like I said, get out there. So that fish is faced away from us, and you'll see there's my bait there. We're just tailing in behind. We're not in a hurry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna glide up here. We're gonna keep that bait up. And then we're gonna put it right on his nose. He's gonna see it. Oh God.
You need that net? This
In the boat. Do a little harvesting today.
that's stud. That's an absolute tough.
Ooh, put him in a box.
So basically, Alex cuts all the conversations, says grab the camera, because we're about to catch a stud. And well, more or less a minute in, and well, we have a stud. So what can we say? Alex is the man.
Hey, all we're doing, y'all, is playing the game of put the little dot on the big dot. That's all we're doing. Watch, here's another one right here. He's got to run too much. There, okay. But there's a channel there that cuts on the upper end of the lake that cuts between the Tennessee River and the Hiwassee. What is wrong with you? And there's a lot of current that runs through that channel there, and there's some stumps on the edge of it. And didn't miss it that time. There's some stumps on the edge of it there, and if you go over them one way, you wouldn't see any fish. But if you went on the other way, there was like hundreds of fish, and I was like, them are crappie. And the current was so strong that we was using minnows, and
On them.
got some shoulders on it.
just made me smile.
All right, guys, we had a really awesome day today. Alex definitely knows what he's doing. It's not a fluke. He knows exactly what he's doing, and you guys seen it. So if you guys are anywhere around the Green River area, then give Alex a shout out. Cochran Crappie Charters.
And guys, everything we used today, the rods, the baits, even the reels and the line, you can get down there at Kentucky Outdoorsman. So go see them too. They've got an amazing store, and there's some pretty fine fellas too.
So guys, until next time, we'll see you then.